the recent situation that happened in the Bronx. The Bronx has been in the news a lot lately, but it was concerning a young man, a rapper, that was physically assaulted, beaten. I mean, pretty bad. It was a physical assault that I would not wish on someone. A young man, misdirected or not, rapper or not, whatever he's in, no one wants to be savagely beaten, robbed. So from what I saw, very humiliating occurrence.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck up, nigga.
Nigga. Run, nigga, what's up?
Niggas be pussy, YBA. You pussy, nigga, on my mother, nigga. Don't ever try to pull up on the, fucking elevator, nigga. You drunk? Nigga, everything for business.
Now, the biggest story, this young man, this rapper, was working with and under the tutelage, guidance, business, and other protections of a gentleman by the name of Jay Prince, who's very established in Texas, Houston specifically. And this is a person who brings to the table across the board, it seems, because in my just checking with everyone across the board, his street cred credentials as a stand-up guy, as a thorough individual in those types of activities, in the conducting of business on multiple levels now, because the really role to be the quote street dude, I'm a street nig. You gotta, it's the black market. It's you're gonna handle yourself in situations that may not go in your particular way or go against you in a way that ain't gonna be serving subpoenas, and fellas handle things in a very physical manner. Now, this all I'm gathering from the acknowledgments his name is getting, but it's said that in him finding out about his protege being attacked in the manner he did, he took to the social media route, which that in itself, several have commented that alone, because this gentleman is a OG. He's, I believe, 53, and 50s is an interesting time. There's so many directions on there, but I gotta got this a little bit. In 50, if you are 50, and for you 50-year-olds out there, if you 10 years from 50, maybe you'll use this conversation as just but at 50, whatever you're doing in your life, if you at 50 in it, you need to be pretty much in cruise control. Meaning not that, hear me now, not that you ain't on your grind, serious about your business, but you should be so clear. It's just a matter of following through on what you laid out 10, 15 years ago. So if you 5'0", 5'1", 5'2", and to use that as an example, in the military, in warfare is the most difficult thing for the one human being to engage in with another. Rarely, if ever. I would dare say ever, but might one have slipped in that I didn't catch in my research. But rarely is it a 1-star or higher, a 1-star general under 50. Why is that? The average enlisted man is 17, 18. At 40, you got all of your adult life studying battle. Then how come at 40 you ain't qualified to be a 1-star general? Because there's a level of maturity that you enter. It's not just the knowledge, it's not just the physicality, which the general soldiers and lieutenants and all of them got that. The generals did all of that, but then they was in it enough to know the strategical, larger aspects of getting warfare accomplished. So 50s, it's a 1-star, and then to get 3 or 4, I would dare say 65 or higher. Now, something like 65, you're an old man. Yeah, you check some of those 4 or 5-star generals that changed the shape of this globe of civilization at 70, 72, 73. And this is way back then to the present. You have a level of knowledge and maturity. Those two connect, manifest wisdom. So, our brother Jay Prince, 52, established, respected. So he was by some outwardly chastised for like, hey, shouldn't have did it that way, OG. It was other ways we could handle it, and you would think you wouldn't even have to say that because he obviously knows. But this allure of social media, so he was pulled in, and most are interpreting it as a veiled threat, or if it's not a veiled threat, very firm words that I think were well chosen to leave an implied suggestion that this needs to be handled. If not, the ways it's going to be handled are not pleasant. And you know, he left that he left no doubt that there was an air of this needs attention. And so the responses have been going back and forth, and I don't think he's responded, and I'm hoping he doesn't. And if any other moves he makes, I think that was good advice. Do the back channel thing. He was pretty roundly criticized by you know, a brother that I watch. He's one of the brothers I listen to. He's had some interesting things to say. Our brother Hassan Campbell came out pretty strong, but I think he realized he came out a little too strong, too, again, the personal stuff. And, you know, and I believe he, a few hours later, after getting more settled, you know, apologized to Brother Jay Prince for, I believe, saying he would spit in his face, he called his son out of his name, and things that is part of a discussion. That's why, even again, back should have never got to social media. But if it's there, if you are in this, and many are, you can conduct yourself intelligently and reasonably and with a level of respect that I think prevents unneeded escalations of tensions. Because, you know, this stuff spills out into real life occurrences. People get touched and hurt and shot and killed behind starting interaction. So with us knowing the negative potential of that, your words need to be chosen very carefully when you are going to be communicating. And you should make sure you do a gut check and see what state of mind you in. Because I think some of y'all press that record button when you are not in the best place. And if you're not in a good place, what are you going to spew? What's going to come out of you? If you feeling toxic and heated with an energy, you know, that's not pleasant. Now, in battle, you need a level of intensity. But if you're not in battle, if you're just speaking up to someone and you have to be personally attacking them or attacking loved ones of them, that's usually one of the red flags. That either you're spending too much time on this stuff or there's something internal you need to do some work with. So let's see how this goes forward. There's been some other interviews. You all have been watching. You probably know this better than I. There's a sister that's come forward. Again, another entertainer performer, Sister China, who, and all of this is on internet. I'm stating it as it being presented, that she offered $20,000 to Body Chain. And then these guys have said, okay, she will get it first. And it's just a lot going back and forth. Several folks have said, you know, all this stuff is being recorded and you all are providing evidence on yourself. But that doesn't seem to slow down the avalanche. So, and just in closing, another reason to speak about the Bronx, my history, I always consider I got dual citizenship. You know I rep Harlem, you know. But my you know, my experience comes to the Bronx too now, and the project experience, Mitchell houses. Spent 20 of my formative years coming up in that. My two first schools, PS 154, IS 183, both in the South Bronx. So public school, straight up. High school was Park West, down on 50th Street. So my entire first 12 years of education, straight up through the public system. It was an interesting experience. But just to give you an idea, so my father owned a very successful business here in Harlem. So I spent a lot of time here. I was born in Harlem Hospital, so my roots here. But the Bronx is very strong connection to the Bronx. So the Bronx is being seen now as this place of, you know, hoodlumville. And also, I went to the Bronx and carried the unfortunate death of the Hispanic brother. Chased into the grocery store, pulled out, stabbed to death, staggered and collapses and dies at a hospital a block away. Tens of thousands of candles that rode half a block. So I was there to cover that. I actually went, at least 2 days up to court appearance and did some interviews there with the people. Now let me say this: as much as they're trying to cast on the Bronx, and also the second time I was in the Bronx, our good brother Dr. Umar Johnson was here, and I rode there and I took the train back. Again, the Bronx. Now, I think most of y'all know, your brother ain't, he ain't a blinged out brother. You know what I'm saying? I think I got my little jammy that you see on me most of the time, red, black, and green. and little gift McQueen put on me, and I just won't take this off. So, but I don't bling out. Even Marines band. I mean, I ain't a bling brother. But let me tell you this: that camera right now, plus the little accessories I flow with to my events, upwards of $3,500 easy, and I flow through that with the Bronx. So. And then especially the Umar event, that ended pretty late. We got out of there by, I think it was about 9:30, 10. Came back on the train. 9:30, 10, like midday here. New York is always pumping, packed trains. All our brothers, sisters from all different places. Didn't feel no kind of way. So they try to present us like nothing but, wolves walking around, and if you look like no, it ain't like that. But now on the other side, from what I'm hearing, any place, not just the Bronx, any place you go, that you one of them blinged up dudes, or you drive a bling, because carjacking, is taking an uptick. So if you move with an item, either on your person, or the item could be what you drive, you need to move with that vehicle and be aware in that vehicle in a certain way. You need to move with those items in a certain way. And my suggestion, I have a background in security too, you need to have a team. You need to have, and I'm talking about it, and I see the thing is sometimes we just get our homies, our cousin, because he got a little size on him. No, I mean people who tactically know how to handle a situation and carry themselves in a way that nullifies situation. Because guys come and a lot of times they just run up on stuff and they go, he here, yep, okay, all right, yeah, I'm gonna stay with him. I see where they at. So you can get set up on the spot because they can see your team is weak or you have no team. So yeah, that needs to be put in no matter where you at. So they're trying to pick the Bronx as something. I flow through the Bronx regularly. It ain't that kind of place. But carry yourself with intelligence wherever you go in any city or any urban environment, even the trains, these these phones now, anything you carry in excess doesn't have to be very expensive. If it's a quick come up for someone and they can look around and they have determined they can get away with it, and whatever your packaging or sometimes we all into the music, not checking out our environment, whatever you've done that have them now licking their chops, seeing you as a come up, whatever those are the two things that are getting ready to come together. So it's not that much the location, but the location plus you not conducting yourself in an intelligent way.